The Texas A&M Aggies will be breaking in a new quarterback for the first time in several seasons. And this is a quarterback situation we've talked about several times on this channel. We've had several videos be put out on some film breakdowns over each guy, specifically Haynes King and Zach Calzada. We've broken down the spring game. We've broken down some high school clips and even some brief clips from their playing time at A&M, though sparingly and kind of in mop-up duty. We've looked at all the clips. We've kind of compared the two. So we're going to give a quick mini preview, and then this is probably the last time we're going to talk about the A&M quarterback situation until a starter is announced, so sometime in the fall. So with SEC Media Days ending last week, and there being about probably a week or two until fall camp gets underway, we probably won't have any new news or any new stuff developed about the quarterback situation. So this will be our last video for a while. But before we dive into the actual content, I just want to encourage you to consider subscribing to our channel if you like any quarterback-related content. Usually you put out film breakdowns, but today we're going to do a quick mini preview on the Texas A&M Aggies quarterback situation. Okay, let's dive into the actual content. So the Aggies have 3 solid quarterbacks on their roster right now, including their young freshman who we didn't mention a few minutes ago, Eli Stowers, excuse me, I'm butchering the name, but he's a very talented kid who's going to be a big-time playmaker for them down the road. But right now, it's between Haynes King and Zach Calzada, and again, we've done several breakdowns on each guy. But let's look at what Jimbo Fisher said about the quarterback situation at SEC Media Days, because I think he kind of didn't really say anything new, right? It was kind of the exact same stuff they've been saying, some kind of coach speak, but it was very high on both guys, and I take that to heart. I do think he believes both guys are quality quarterbacks that have a future at the quarterback position. So let's go ahead and look at what Jimbo Fisher said when asked about the quarterback position. So here was the actual question. I'm not sure who asked this question, so I apologize. Quote, I wanted to ask you about quarterbacks. I know you do a great job at developing them, and you've done a great job in your career doing that. What did you see in Zach Calzada and in Haynes King when you recruited them? How big of shoes they have to fill with Kellen Mond moving on? I'm not sure if that grammar is correct. So at the beginning, he talks about Kellen Mond and how he's been able to help educate both Zach and Haynes, but then he goes on to talk about each guy. Quote, he says, when you talk about those two guys, Zach is very talented, man, can throw the football very well, but everyone gets caught in his arm. Zach is a really good athlete and can run around. I think Zach is an NFL talent. That's very high praise, by the way. I think Haynes King is an NFL talent. Again, high praise. Haynes can really throw the football. He's smart. He's competitive. He can run just like Zach is. Those guys have great minds. I'm telling you, I was extremely pleased with both of those guys in spring ball. They have great knowledge of what we are doing. They can get the ball to all parts of the field, deep, short, understand what we're doing, understand protections. They have escapability, creativity. But more importantly, they're great decision makers. They're accurate with the ball, but they have an unbelievable competitiveness to them, and they affect the guys around them. I think great quarterbacks have a great effect on guys around them. They have a great presence. When they get in the huddle, you know that guys on our team. When they get in the huddle, you know that guys on our team, we can win. So I think some of it's coach talk, but I think the big takeaways are, one, they're both extremely competitive, right? And they have all the tangibles on the field, right? They can throw, they can run, they can hit any throw that is called. And obviously Jimbo's going to ask a lot of their quarterbacks. But the biggest thing that I took away was the quote he said that each guy has an effect on the players around them that makes them better. So I think that's probably potentially the most arguably the biggest trait you need as a quarterback. So the fact that Zach Calzada and Haynes King both can make the players around them is only going to help elevate both their chances to get the starting job. So I think it's probably going to come down to the wire on who is the starting quarterback. I've heard both guys mentioned from several people we've talked to about who they think is going to get it. So again, both guys are talented, like Jimbo Fisher said. I think some of it's probably coach speak, but I also think there's truth to everything he is saying, that both guys are NFL talent somehow, some way. And we looked at both of them before, but let's just kind of give another brief kind of dive into them. So both don't have very much experience, minimal playing time in college. Calzada was the backup in 2019, got some mop-up duty. Haynes King got some mop-up duty in 2020. Again, Calzada is known for his strong arm, but like Jimbo said, he can move around a little bit. Haynes King, a good athlete as well, and that's what he's kind of known for. So I think the fact that both guys don't have a ton of experience and both guys are similar, according to Jimbo Fisher, I think that is going to blend well. Even though they don't have the experience, they've been able to learn from Kellen Mond. So even though I just kind of mentioned the fact that the experience isn't there, I think they had a lot of mental reps and they watched Mond prepare. So I don't think that's as big as a detriment as maybe it potentially could be if there wasn't a great quarterback situation in front of them the past few years. So again, out of high school, Calzada was a high 3-star, was about an 88 ranking according to 247 Sports. Haynes King was a 4 4-star, about a 93 rating according to 247 Sports. So pretty similar recruits there, very high 3-star, almost 4-star. Then Haynes King was a 4-star. So again, I think it's going to come down to the wire. We got 2 quality quarterbacks here. I think they have kind of good, they have a good team around them, so they don't have to come in and light the world on fire, but they have to have the effect on each guy to get better. Each teammate around them to get better as they make the right reads and kind of process the right information. So again, this is probably our last video talking about the Texas A&M quarterback situation until we hear something more definitive or until we hear someone's been named the starter in fall camp. So we're ready for fall camp, ready for things to get rocking and rolling, and excited to see who is going to be the starting quarterback for Texas A&M. I want to hear from you. Do you have any thoughts about what Coach Jimbo Fisher said? Do you have any thoughts in general about the quarterback situation? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time on our next quarterback-related video.